My full name is Charles Ndegwa. By growing up, I was born in Nyeri, a small town in Central. So that was in the early 80s. My growing up was quite the Shagsmondos type. I'm a local guy, not too urban. And school began in the mid 80s. I went to a small primary school called the Nyeri Complex. Now, this was not a school for just anyone. It was the school. Those years, it had a boarding and a day facility. So I joined boarding in class 3. A very small boy. I think I was the smallest, or amongst the smallest, who were in boarding school then. And life was hard for me. I used to cry every day. But the big boys stepped in and told me, you know what? If you want to stop crying, you must take it like a man. Focus. Forget your family. Forget everyone around you. Just focus. Now you're on your own. You must toughen up, man. And that toughening up has molded me to be who I am today. I consider myself tough. I'm one of the people who give up easily. I'm confident. I'm charismatic and outgoing because I learned the art of communication when I was pretty small, and standing up and saying what you believe and talking yourself out. We are born in a family of 2, just me and my younger sister. And at some point, we took up one of my cousins. She had lost her mom pretty when she was young. So my mom took her in, and she became my elder sister. She's older than me. Right now she's back in the States. She's pursuing her nursing role. My younger sister is married with twins. And myself, I'm married with 3 children, 3 beautiful girls. And all of them have African names. I didn't give them any English name. So my firstborn is 5, my secondborn is 3, and my thirdborn is 7 months. One is my father. My father has molded me, both not just physically and supporting me financially, but also spiritually. One, he's a church person. He's saved. He's a counselor by profession. That's what he's pursuing past retirement. So he's my biggest confidant when I'm facing issues and I need to talk to someone. He's the first person I reach out to. The second person I also talk to is a man. He's my best friend. His name is Richard Gitahi, aka Richie. Richie. Richie is the man. He knows since my heydays when I joined Safaricom. We didn't click the first time, and we had our differences, but our differences brought us together, and we became the best of buddies. He's a guy who drove me, one, to get married. Every day he tell me, man, Charles, when, how long must we wait? What are you waiting for, man? What is it? Money? Is it a promotion you're waiting for so that you can get married? And he would push me to the wall. And he's one guy who always looks out for me. If we are flying to Mombasa, Richard will ensure that as he checks in his seat, he'll always check me in also. He's the kind of friend who will always inspire me during if I'm doing my side hustles, because I have a number of side hustles. Richard is a guy I turn to first when I need someone to actually just vet and ask questions, and never at one moment has he said, no, you will fail. He's the guy who always inspires me and tells me, you know what, Charles, you make it, give it a try, give it your best shot, go for it. So my father and Richie any day. To me, Bob encompasses everything about a man. One, a man takes initiative. Bob has taken initiative. He has begun projects. He is a pioneer of many things, both at the workplace, both in the country and internationally. So Bob took initiative. So that, for me, that stands out. Number two, Bob lived responsibly. Men take responsibility. Bob and I were in a team or amongst a group Bob had put together called the Staff Council. The Staff Council, our work was just to bring out issues affecting staff and the customers at large, and anything we can pick out that the business can improve on. And in the Staff Council, Bob would take responsibility for anything that went wrong or anything that went right. Number three, Bob led sacrificially. Men, you're all leaders, and in leadership, we always thought that leaders lead sacrificially. So for me, what I remember about Bob, and something I'll always remember him, is that he was a real man in leadership. Be it in the business setup, in the family setup, in the economy out there, he always sought to be a leader. Not just to make money, but to transform lives, to change people, to change society, to empower people to live a better life. And the fourth one is Bob loved faithfully. We have all seen his family. He had a passion and a love, not just for external customers, also for the internal customers within Safaricom. And everywhere he went, he left a mark. So that takes me to the fifth point. A real man leaves a legacy. Bob has left a legacy. We all can see it. We all have been touched in one way or another. I've seen projects where I come from back in my rural home, and everywhere I go, I can see Safaricom, especially through the foundation. And there's a mark everywhere we all go. So, in a nutshell, Bob was a real man. For me, what I look out for and my purpose in life is to mentor, to coach, and also inspire others positively. The first thing that I've done is, after my lessons at the Man Talk or the Man Enough program, I joined my local church. I attend Regis Baptist, and they have a bridge program. What the bridge program does is it transitions young ladies and young men who have just left high school and are joining university or college. So this program is all about a mentorship. So we have had a class over 6 months now, and as Charles, I was part of the mentorship team to just grow these young men, to just guide them and just inspire them and just show them, you know what, society has this connotation about men, that men must lead from the back because ladies have now taken up and the boy child is under siege. But that's not the case. We can still stand up, you can still influence, and you don't have to be a billionaire or a millionaire. You don't have to be the CEO or the HOD or the director to be an influence in society. Start small, take baby steps where you are. And what I look out for is, I normally talk to my friends about the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree takes 4 years to sprout from the ground. So any person who is farming bamboo trees must be patient. For 4 years, you will never see any sign of any shooting from a bamboo seed. But on the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up and it grows to between 25 meters to 27 meters. So whenever I sit with men and boys and young men, I always tell them, in life is a process. You won't wake up one day and tomorrow you're the CEO. So live a day at a time, but don't lose focus, don't lose sight of the target. So for my children, whenever I go home, I want them to see Charles as someone who stood out, who mentored, who coached, and showed the boys or the men that, you know what, it can be done.